Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. We're covering three trials, and we'll be covering today at 11:30 Mahmoud Khalil, the hearing before Judge Furman. Now, he won't be there. He's in Louisiana in an immigration facility, but it's been teed up to be about scheduling. The U.S. government, in response, has contested jurisdiction of the court, venue, whether the case should be moved, whether the immigration court in Louisiana should hear it first. So we'll be covering it closely. We've been publishing it. It's a strange case because it doesn't go into PACER, but we have been publishing it, and you can find it on Inner City Press. Now, of the various trials, I have to say, I was most struck yesterday by the K-Flock / U.S. versus Kevin Perez trial about, he's a drill rapper from Sevside, either a gang or just a neighborhood name, 187th Street. He said Little Italy. We've been doing as best we can to live tweet it while juggling with other ones. Yesterday they had a cooperator on the stand who was pretty much, describing how, according to him, various gangs work, various gang turfs. They put up maps. I'm surprised by how much the government is actually using the music and music videos to make their proof. I don't agree with that. I think that it's not a question of First Amendment. It's just, if it's so clear, the RICO elements of the case, you really shouldn't need music and speech to do about it. But we'll see. We're going to be covering that. We're also covering this Iran murder for hire trial, where yesterday, the man whose case we initially covered, it was a scoop, a man from Azerbaijan. It turns out to be a mob Gulivor guy who was found on Marlborough Road in Brooklyn with an AK-47. He flipped. That's why he dropped out of the case. He wasn't traded away. He became a cooperator. And he's cooperating against these two other guys, Amarov and Omarov. It's a little confusing. One guy's in a sweater, one guy's in a suit. One of them defense, I think it's Sweater Man. Sweater Man's defense is that he basically just defrauded the Iranians and took their money and did as little work as possible. So he must be innocent. It's a good case. It's a good case. Charlie Javice's case continues to churn on. Now with the data scientist from Queens College. He charged $600 an hour to provide made-up names to defraud Chase, but Chase should have known better. I think they didn't do any due diligence, and it's kind of beneath them that they turned it into a criminal case. But so it goes. Now, we published today an open letter from some UN staff members to Secretary General Antonio Guterres. And we get all kinds of stuff sent to us. But this one was very much in keeping with the times. It basically said the UN has been failed, that he's destroyed the organization. They've been thrown out of places as Somalia, Mali, DRC, failed on Ukraine. And it talked about, basically, it called him anti-Semitic, and said he should resign. So should the Deputy Secretary General. Now, generally, I'm very happy to publish any response. And I would ask, since it's an open staff, or it's a staff letter to him, sent to Inner City Press as well, ask them for the response, but they won't respond. That's what's most telling about the UN. They just think they can ban critical or independent press and take softball questions from those they let in. And it's an absolute scam, and it's got to end. But for now, so this is the litmus test for 2025. But today, three trials and Mahmoud Khalil. To be continued.